part 2 of the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC, the Indigo disc, released December 14th, 2023, approximately 4 months after the Teal Mask. The DLC was actually available for purchase all the way back in February of the same year at the steep price of $35. That is a long time to wait for content that you already bought. And if you've seen my other Pokemon related videos, hold on. You have seen them, right? Go watch them. I'll wait. You know I was disappointed in the state of the main game as well as the features introduced in the Teal Mask. But does the Indigo disc make it all worth the wait or the price? And more importantly, does it suck? Let's find out. We begin by heading back to Naranja Academy. There we meet Director Cyrano. And I won't lie, he is looking fly as hell for a man wearing dress shoes with no socks. This time, you alone have been chosen as an exchange student to fly to Blueberry Academy, which is quite literally in the middle of the ocean. Can you even imagine how impossibly difficult, pointless, and prohibitively expensive it would be to put a gigantic, mile-wide school underwater in the middle of the ocean? That being said, I am so glad they did, because an intriguing change of scenery was absolutely necessary after how straight up, bland, empty, and needlessly expansive Paldea and Kitakami both were. Why the f is a school underwater, bro? Really? That's what you're curious about? Yes. Well, it's very simple. You see, you're introduced to one of the Elite Four members whose name I honestly forgot. Lacey? She's meant to be a normal girl archetype, but she comes off a little too forgettable for me. She introduces you to Blueberry Academy with a customary battle. And I have to say, thank goodness double battles are back, my personal favorite format, and a sorely missed mechanic that was notably absent from the base game, save for one battle against Gym Leader Rhyme. What's-her-name employs a deceptively solid double discharge strategy with her two crappy little rats that would probably catch the average player off guard, very clearly establishing a difficulty level that you can expect for the rest of the DLC. Well, you beat me soundly. Yeah, why the fuck you only got 3 Pokemon? Loser. Loser? The Blueberry uniforms are 1,000,000 times better than the Paldean ones. Sadly, no matter the number of outfits they add, there's still hardly any room for a real sense of individuality. Regardless of how you accessorize, you still can't even mix and match the different parts of the uniforms with each other. And as for the new hairstyles, they're fine, I guess. Just nothing really special enough to justify locking them behind a paywall. Also, there's only 6 of them. Probably should have been free.
What kind of fucking haircut is that, bro? Damn, bro, that's fucking haircut, bro. What's wrong with you, bro?
Next, we head to the Terrarium, which is pretty cool. It consists of different biomes that each make up 1/4 of the environment: coastal, canyon, Arctic, and savanna. None of them are anywhere we haven't seen before, but having them all together like this is pretty unique. I don't even mind these stupid little cube structures that are randomly everywhere. Gives the place a little bit of character. So you attend a little class where they introduce you to a task system called Blueberry Quests, or as the characters annoyingly call them, BBQs. It's a good idea in theory. They're just not as passive as Game Freak thinks they are, and nowhere near as passive as you wish they were. Some actually are, like traveling 500 yards. Then there's stuff you have to go out of your way to do, which really makes it feel like more of a chore than it should be. Take a picture of a Pokemon in flight or catch a Pokemon of a specific type, which means now your Switch screenshots will be full of crap like this. In fact, remember how much I've complained about the obscene amount of items on the ground? Now it's just straight up a part of the gameplay loop. Hey, are you guys swimming? Does this count as swimming? No, it doesn't. Ooh, please. I gotta get out of here. Oh God. To be clear, I don't hate Blueberry Quests, but I think they could have been implemented a little more effectively to make them more, I don't know, fun? Hey, this is Jack's phone, right? It's me, Carmine. There's a special place called the Central Plaza right in the center of the dome. I'll meet you there. Don't keep me waiting if you know what's good for you. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, things are a bit rough right now. I couldn't agree more. Alright, hold up now. Who is it that Game Freak got back there on this character design? Because they have come such a long way when it comes to designing characters of color, it's crazy. Specifically those of an implied African descent. These designs are so much better and just more respectful. They come across as giving the character a personality that's more than their skin tone or their hairstyle. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me as a kid to see Iris swinging from some goddamn vines? Hell, I'm still mad about this baggy pants, bubble jacket Bruce Leroy and this Tom and Jerry Mammy Two Shoes looking ass lady from Gen 5. Hey, by the way, have you run into Kiki yet? No. Oh, never mind. If you hadn't seen him yet, it's fine. Are you kidding me? Was this assignment too hard for you too? Wait, that's... Alright, we gotta talk about Kieran's redesign. I always kind of thought his purple underlayer was a stylistic choice. I never really imagined it was so literal. I mean, I don't like it. Not only because of the hair, mind you. His original design was very effectively communicating that he was shy and reserved, not only by the posture, but by the zipped up jacket and hiding behind his bangs. This new design is supposed to represent his changing character with his hair now uptight and his outerwear unzipped, showing that he's broken out of his shell, so to speak. But the off-the-shoulder jacket and loose baggy socks kind of convey the opposite message. Like, those are visual traits of a laid-back character. I'm assuming it's supposed to represent that he's disheveled, maybe. Anyway, ever since you lied to him, beat him up, and stole his ogre, it seems like he's become a real asshole. Since you're busy, I'll go ahead and do you a favor. I'll write your resignation from the club for you. I don't need people in my club who don't take it seriously. A little dickhead. Wait, Kieran, I'm sorry. Give me another chance. Not what you're expecting, right? Kiki looks different, acts different. He hasn't been the same since we got back from the school trip. He's been a real fucking asshole. Well, that was painful to watch. What is with this game's sick obsession with making you the least cool person in the room? I was pretty happy with my uniform until I saw this guy. It's insulting how far out of their way the NPCs go to stand out when you just can't. I may be just speaking for myself here, but as a rule, when you're the self-insert guy in an RPG, you're supposed to be this guy, not this guy. This dude Drayton is the ex-champion, and his plan is to get you to join the Blueberry League so you can knock Kieran down a peg. Apparently, after his heel turn, he takes everything too seriously and the club ain't fun anymore. Look who's decided to grace us with their presence. You just walk around with a frying pan like that? Whoa, it's the champion. And the rest of the Elite Four too. What did you want to talk to me about? Nothing special, just thought we could grab a bite. Where better to do that than the cafeteria? What a waste of time. If you got so much time to goof off, why don't you go train your Pokemon? Damn, what happened to you, bro? You think maybe this is why you always lose to me? Oh, roasting him. Roast. I'll take that as a no. So, I can't swing a lunch date with you even if I got your old pal with me? I came to whoop your ass. Why? You didn't hear that he was coming to study abroad here? For real? Yes, it's true. Director Cyrano himself introduced him to me when we met at the school's entrance. We're already tied, us two. In fact, I'll just ask him to join the Blueberry League. Oh, I like that. That'd be fire. I wonder what type of Pokemon he uses. A student from another school joining the Blueberry League. Unprecedented. Beep boop bop. Looking at. That's right. Jack may be wonderfully capable in battle, but that doesn't mean he belongs in the Blueberry League. Oh, come on. Do you all hate fun and friendship or something? You want to exclude someone who's taking our same classes and living in our same dorms? How's he not one of us? And isn't this place supposed to be all about students having autonomy? I think we should vote on it. I'm a yes, obviously. How about you, Lacey? I'm sorry, but considering the rules, it's a no from me. Crispin, that boy named Crispin. Huh? Yeah, why not? He's at our school, that makes him a student like us, right? I keep a dirty frying pan on my shoulder. How about you, Amaris? What do you say? I abide by the rules of this institution. Proposition declined, looking ass. 2 against 2, huh? All right, then. What says the reigning Blueberry League champion, our mighty Kieran? It doesn't matter who I'm facing. I don't lose. Kieran, wait. Drayton, manipulating people to get what you want. It's just not right. You better not go losing to anyone till our battle. Like I'd lose, bro. On my way to challenge the Elite Four, I talked to this lady aptly named Sinclair. She wants you to take part in her little experiment with something called a synchronization machine. So it lets you actually become your Pokemon. This was pretty damn cool for like 5 minutes. I tried a couple different Pokemon before my opinion really started to change. You can't really do anything but run around, pick up some items, and manually do auto battles. Quickly, I realized that instead of having nothing to do as a human, now I have nothing to do as a pocket monster. The flying ones don't even really fly, they just fall very slowly. Unfortunately, synchronization loses its charm pretty quickly. But wait. I know I'm talking trash on synchronization, but I'm actually really glad that it's here. It's not great, but it's like the first non-obligatory thing that they've put in the game that's not directly related to battling or catching. That's valuable when gone are the days of contests and triathlons. I would so much rather have it than not have it at all. It could even be better in the next game, assuming it sticks around.
Where is your fucking stick? Where is Delphox's stick?
She said I could do all sorts of things. Oh, no! Bring it back! Oh, finally! My stick! This is the best game I've ever played! Alright, so for a shot at Kieran, we've got to beat the Blueberry Elite Four. Each member has their own individual trial that... I know. This game has a really bad track record with anything that they call a trial. But unlike the main game's trials, I feel like these are way more respectful of your time. For instance, Lacey's trial is just a 5-question quiz to test your Pokemon knowledge. Venonat is able to use a certain part of its body like a radar, which allows it to detect surrounding objects. I fucking wonder what part of its body. Probably the nose. Can I do the nose? No? Sit the fuck still! Crispin, on the other hand, just wants you to make him a sandwich. Sure, easy enough. Hope you shit yourself. Oh, no. Amaris, bring your ass here. If you don't get this
swim through all the rings,
ass
fly through rings
looking trial out of my face. Have these fools ever played a flying game before? The damn flight controls are not reversed. Down is actually down and up is actually up. Where does a steel type trainer even get off having you participate in a flying trial? At the very least, the time is disgustingly generous. This better not control like shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, it doesn't have reverse flying controls. It doesn't have reverse controls for flying. Oh, it feels even worse. No. You're supposed to have reverse shit for flying. What the hell are you guys doing? Who taught you how to make a flying game? No, I keep doing it on accident. Holy shit. This fucking sucks. That's it? That was so easy. That sucked anyway, dude. That was fucking trash. In my opinion, Drayton's trial is the best of the four. You have to beat 3 trainers with only Pokemon that you caught in the terrarium. This really forces you to either get creative with the trash you've already got, or go catch a more viable team. Okay, fair enough. I can make this work probably. I think I'm literally dying of frostbite right now. Looks like a brick to me. The Elite Four battles themselves are some of the best that Scarlet and Violet have to offer. A punishing yet satisfying level of difficulty that makes you sweat just a little bit. By no means was I using an optimal team for any of the battles, but even with over-leveled Pokemon, I had to resort to using items to not have to repeat any of the battles. Man, it's like I blinked and you plowed through the whole Blueberry League. You know what's next for you, right, bud? You're good enough to beat all Elite Four of us, so you and only you have the right to challenge the sitting champion, Kieran. You really kept me waiting. Took you a while to beat the Elite Four. Kinda slow for you, isn't it? Nice, Kieran. You really got Jack on the brain, huh? I could say the same thing about you, Drayton. You sure are putting a lot of effort into helping Jack out. Who wouldn't help out a new student? Gotta be good to our fellow humans. That's rich coming from you. Whatever you're planning, it's about to come to an end. Jack. Let's settle who's the strongest between us two once and for all. Okay. It's finally time. I'm pumped for you. We'll have to go sign you up at the front desk to get your championship match going. No sense waiting around. Let's go. I am freezing to death. So Jack, you said you and Kieran are friends, right? Yeah. Huh, no kidding. Here's the Drayster take. I liked Kieran better when his hair was down. He used to be this quiet little guy, trembled like a leaf, had all the spine of a Wimpod. He'd hide behind Carmine if he so much as breathed too loud, but I'll tell you what, when it came to Pokemon battling, I never saw so much joy in anyone's eyes as his. But then, out of nowhere, he changed. Now he's relentless, pushes himself, pushes everyone around him. Nothing good's gonna come of this. Someone's gotta snap him out of it. I tried but couldn't do it. Guess I've gone soft on the lazy life, so now I guess it falls to you. Sorry, bud. I mean, it's my fault. Well, it's all up to you now, Jack. Me and the other Elite Four, 3 will be cheering for you. Bing bong, bing bong, bing 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 bing. This is an official league announcement. A championship match but got to get into the battle court near the entrance to the academy. If you like to watch, please make your way there. Wibbity bop, beep 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 bong, beep beep bong. Yeah. You good, bro? I'll fuck you up, kid. Kept me waiting. I worked so hard for a chance to show you what I can really do. I put everything into studying and making my Pokemon stronger. I crushed the Elite Four and became champion. All of that hard work, all of it. All of it just so that I could beat you right here, right now. It's just a game, bro. Just a fucking game. Ooh. Kieran's battle was alright, but arguably a little bit on the easy side. He had a decent team going, but it was just a little bit of a letdown for a match foreshadowed since part 1. You want to see something cool? You've got some nerve bringing out the ogre now of all time. Dude, he creamed his pants, dude. He creamed his pants. I don't need the old me anymore. I've changed, and I'll show you I can change again. GG. What? He actually lost? Let's go, guys. No. This wasn't supposed to happen. Fucking destroyed. Hey, that was awesome. Read the room, would you? Ooh, go brag, Drayden. Fuck this kid. Good match, you two. Too bad about the outcome, huh? Damn, Drayden, are you a dickhead or what? Ex-champion. Oh! Shitting on him, dude. Shitting on him. Look at you, buddy. Way to go. Guess we got a new Blueberry League champion. The Academy's got a prize for people like you who make it all the way to being champion. Here, all yours. A Master Ball. Sick. Hey, Kieran. This may not mean much coming from a guy who couldn't beat you, but I wish you'd go back to having fun with all this. I get that burning desire to win. I mean, who doesn't like winning? Just don't let that desire burn you to a crisp. It's hard to watch. Come on, let's all go and mumble, mumble, win. Mumble next time. Come again? Anime fisheye. I won't lose. Next time for sure I'll win. I'll next time. Ugh. Say something or nothing. It doesn't fucking matter if I say anything or nothing. The game is not gonna change shit.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friend has gone down. I revived him, now we're heading southbound. Now we're in the Pleasant Park streets. Look at the map, go to the marked sheet.
This is an announcement for the following students. League Champion Kieran, Top Elite 4 member Drayton, Carmine, Class 3-2, and Jack, our exchange student. Miss Bryer and some guests would like to see you. Please proceed to classroom 1-4 as soon as possible. Bing, 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 bong. Let me get straight to today's topic then. I wanted all of you here to join me on an expedition to the secluded and mysterious Area Zero. Area Zero, that's the place in Paldea you wanted to visit, right? You got permission? My main goals are to investigate the terrestrial phenomenon and to gather samples of the crystal present in the crater. But to be honest, I also have one more ambition for this trip. I'm hoping we can find Terrapagos, the legendary Pokemon slumbering in Area Zero. Terrapagos? A legendary Pokemon? Long story short, League Chairman Gita's sponsoring an expedition to Area Zero for the sultry Miss Briar. And for such a daunting task, we'll need to recruit a seasoned veteran explorer with years of experience.
Teenagers. Get me 5 kids with talent and attitude and get them now.
Oh, this is entirely voluntary, of course, but it would be very reassuring to have you with us. What do you say? Will you join our little team as we explore Area Zero? I don't know. I'm afraid I must insist that you come along. So the Indigo disc that Gita gives you actually unlocks a deeper level of Area Zero. And in this lower level, there are Pokemon with a stellar Terra type, which you will of course be able to use later. For lore purposes, they basically temporarily become every type. But functionally, what happens is they stay the same type, retaining their original strengths and weaknesses. They get a 50% boost in power for the first and only the first time they use a move that matches their original type, and a 20% boost the first and only the first time they use a move of any other type. It sounds like it was supposed to be a hyper-offensive way to terrestrialize, but in practice it seems mechanically way worse an option than normal terrestrialization. Normal terrestrialization changes your type, but gives you completely new strengths, weaknesses, and even resistances and immunities. Also providing a 50% stat bonus to moves of the type you turn into permanently, along with the Pokemon's original stat bonuses, making it a better option both offensively and defensively. But I'm not really a competitive play kind of guy. I'm just not seeing the purpose. As of now, normal terrestrialization seems better in every way, unless the competitive eggheads know something I don't. It just seems like a really niche option that's not quite necessary and a little underpowered. Nah, brother, I'm done with this shit. I've had enough. Dude wants to fucking whoop my ass, bro. Dude, just hit the gym. I'm fucking 10, dude. Just hit the gym and beat my ass. I have everything you've ever wanted. Got strong Pokemon. He can go anywhere he wants. He can be friends with anyone. I've loved Ogerpon since forever ago, but even Ogerpon chose him over me. Yeah, that's right. You did your best too. Even you, sis. You were being all nasty toward him at first, then boom, you're like best friends in no time. I've got nothing. I worked so hard, and for what? I still lost in the end. This is all I have left now. The crystal's definitely what we're looking for. Go on, Kieran, pull with everything you've got. Show us the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Ooh. Oh my god. Pull harder, dude. Oh fuck, he did it. There's no doubting it. This crystal must be Terrapagos. How? That's a crystal. Ew. Put it back. Put it back in the rock. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not your mommy. He threw the Master Ball? Okay. You win, my boy. You win. You got it. It's all you, my man. Congrats on your first dub. That was Terrapagos? You caught it, right? Finally. Well done. The fact you brought along a Master Ball tells me you were prepared for this. Now I can study Terrapagos whenever I want, but there's no time like the present. Think you could give us a little demonstration of Terrapagos' power right now? Well, you heard her, Jack. I'm also itching to see what Terrapagos can do. Get ready so we can start. It doesn't even know your name, bro. I hope you've braced yourself. This time I'll definitely beat you. I don't even need to know his moves. Okay. Go, Terrapagos, show Jack what you're made of. I thought it was bigger. Battle of attrition, baby. And I attrished. But why? I thought if I just had Terrapagos, if I had the hidden treasures of Area Zero, it would make me stronger. I thought it let me beat Jack. Kiki, that's enough. It's time to stop this. No, something's not right. Its terrestrial energy output is far too low. Not to mention the fact that it looks different from the illustration in the Scarlet book. So Terrapagos isn't the hidden treasure of Area Zero? No, I'm sure it is. We must be missing something. A way to transform it into the treasure. Of course, it's made of terrestrial energy. You must terrestrialize Terrapagos this instant. If my hunch is correct, Terrapagos will resonate with the energy from your Terra Orb, and the hidden treasure will finally reveal its true brilliance. Got it. I knew it. The Scarlet book was right. Terrapagos is in its fully awakened form. Where is the voice acting, bro? This deserves voice acting. Holy fucking shit. It's got a little turtle on its head. God damn, Miss Briar. Sheesh. Corridon said this is some bullshit. Things are getting out of hand, Kiki. You should return Terrapagos to its ball. No dubs! No dubs! No dubs! Oh my god, dude, you fucking suck! You fucking suck, Kieran! The Terrapagos boss battle honestly just kinda sucks. It's about as scripted as it could possibly be, and there's hardly any rhyme or reason behind it. We woke up this little turtle from 1,000-year sleep, made it fight against its will, then we terrestrialize it and just beat the shit out of it. Definitely a step down from the Ogre Pond battle, both thematically and mechanically. For the DLC to be called the Indigo Disc, Terrapagos really didn't play a big part at all. Furthermore, spoiler alert, you learned basically nothing about it. Maybe we'll go inside a ball now. I know I can count on you. You got it. You can have it. I don't even fucking want it. For real. I don't even want it, bro. I looked up to Jack for so long. I wanted to be like him so badly. I'm 10. I'm fucking 10. I didn't know what else to do, but I guess I just don't have it in me to be like him after all. Finally I can let it go. You're really cool too. I just fucking suck. I swear I've got such a silly younger brother. Ugh. Yeah, I caught it. Are we done? Can I? I need to get in touch with Gita. No, scratch that. I need a publisher. Hey, Jack. Look, I know I caused a lot of trouble for the League Club and everyone. I want to give everybody a proper apology, including you. I want to make things right. When did we stop being friends? You little fucking weirdo. God damn, Miss Briar looking good though. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. I thought she would have had a heel turn or something. That shit was whatever. Without getting distracted, you'll probably finish the story in 4 hours or maybe less, which actually makes this half of the DLC shorter than the Teal Mask, but at least there's a lot more post-game. Firstly, if you talk to Amari, she'll give you the ability to fly permanently, which in my first review I said that we never have. So, chalk one up for Game Freak, they proved me wrong, and they got my $40. I guess they made the gliding suck because they knew they were going to add flying later anyway. She also has an extended version of her flying trial, but we ain't doing that. There's always completing the Blueberry Pokédex, which I'm sure is fun for some, but it ain't fun for me. I'm not doing that. Perrin's back, so let's see what she wants. I'm nearby. If I make enough headway... Fuck! Before you can even do her quest, she wants you to catch 200 Pokemon. The Blueberry Pokédex is only 240, so you basically have to complete the Pokédex anyway. And dude, I explored every nook and cranny of the stupid terrarium trying to get to 200, but I came up just short. A ton of Pokemon included in the Indigo disc require trade to evolve, which is a hassle. Unless of course you're one of those weirdos who spent $200 on the double pack and the DLC for both games. To make matters worse, a good chunk of the end of the Pokédex is all starter Pokemon that don't normally appear in the terrarium. To get them all to appear, you have to spend 12,000 Blueberry points, which is an absolutely painful grind, and that's coming from a veteran RuneScape player. And let's be honest, you and I both know that neither of us has any friends. So unless you can transfer the Pokemon you need over from home to fill out your decks, this barely feels worth your time. But I have a review to make, so first things first. I know I shitted all over her side quest in the Teal Mask, but it's actually kind of disappointing that Perrin doesn't have a mini quest this time around. She just gives you 2 tips on where to find 2 new Paradox Pokemon in Area 0. I was looking forward to seeing how they would improve her picture-taking minigame, but I guess in a way they did, by just removing it. Ooh, Vaporeon. Hey, did you know that in terms of male, human, and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the most—
Get off my girl! Don't touch her, bro!
Leave me alone. Hitting back to the League Club room, the computer gives you a number of ways to spend BB points that you've accumulated. You can spend 10 Blueberry points to change your Pokeball throwing style. I'm glad that we can finally do this, but this was a free feature in Sun and Moon. It was removed in Sword and Shield, and now it's paywalled in Scarlet and Violet. On top of that, there's no way to preview the throwing style that you're buying before purchasing it. I guess the next most prevalent thing that you can do is invite gym leaders and other main characters to the club room as special coaches. This gets my stamp of approval because I always did want a way to re-challenge some of the more interesting gym battles and interact with the gym leaders. Gym leaders have always played a bigger role in previous games, and that's something that was kind of missing here. Also, they give you special Pokemon trades and unique rewards depending on who you invite. Sometimes even the rarely seen cosmetic reward. The last thing I want to say about Blueberry points is this. The amount of blueberry points that you get per task is pretty pathetic. The workaround is that you can complete tasks with friends for a huge boost of points, but the boost is so much more that it feels more like you're being punished for playing alone rather than being rewarded for playing with others. Back in Paldea, there's a few small side quests with Penny, Arvin, and Amona to gain access to their dorm rooms, which doesn't really have much of a point, but it's something. Ugh, bitch. Fucking Discord mod room. What the hell? Bitch, you live like this? What the fuck is that? There's also a side quest where you can peek into the lives of the former leaders of Team Star as they try to integrate back into regular school life and get their designs absolutely demolished. And that's it for the Indigo disc, right?
Wrong!
On January 11th, they released an epilogue that apparently wraps up the stories of both parts, which I kind of assumed were already finished. But bear with me, we are on the home stretch. There's a dusty old decoration of some sort mixed in with all the daily goods and things, and it smells incredibly sweet. Decoration appeared to move a little bit. Jack, yo, Arvin here. I heard the news. You've been having all kinds of big adventures, huh, little buddy? School trips, studying abroad, what luck. Oh, I've studied abroad, all right. Guess I'm going to Cabo Poco. That shit gone. Mochi Mayhem. I don't really feel the need to go over this entire epilogue because not that much actually happens. So this thing is called Pecharunt. I was confused before if Ogerpon was meant to represent Momotaro and the ogre because of its design, but it turns out that this thing is the Momotaro representative. It's been feeding people poison mochi and that makes them subservient to it. And unfortunately, you learned nothing about this thing. Pokemon did drop a trailer to explain its backstory, but I can't stress enough, if you can include your lore within the game, please do that. According to the trailer, Pecharunt was the one that recruited the Loyal 3 to steal the mask from Ogerpon to give to its own masters, and now it's back for revenge after lying dormant for however many hundreds of years. Even though it solves the missing Momotaro dilemma, the whole thing really kind of comes out of left field and sort of invalidates Ogerpon's original story by making the Loyal 3 sympathetic villains that were just being mind controlled by yet another sympathetic villain that wanted to make its masters happy. Really kind of cheapens everything if you ask me. Like, look Game Freak, kids can handle having villains. I personally saved the world 30 times by the time I was 12. Now finally we arrive at our question. Does the Indigo disc suck? Nah, it's alright. It's better than a Till Mask for sure at least, but at what cost? I don't think a DLC even exists that's worth 60% of its base game. Indigo disc at least helps close the gap. Even with all of its faults, story-wise, it's an improvement. Now you might think that's because it piggybacks off the personal connections that are formed in the previous part, but I would actually disagree. I don't feel like the story would have played out much differently, even if Kieran was replaced by another edgy kid that started taking things too seriously. Either way, it works better because there's more characters to bounce off of than just your silent insert player character. It's really frustrating the way that they base the conflict in the Teal Mask around actions that you have no control over. Sometimes it almost makes it feel as if the Teal Mask was an afterthought rather than an introduction. Scarlet and Violet is a game that constantly and firmly sets its standard of quality as good enough. And I feel that the fan base is too accepting of it. As if Game Freak, Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, or whoever is some kind of small indie developer or something. We should really demand higher quality games than this. Remember how much fun you had with the older version games? Well, these are the formative games of someone else's childhood, and I for one think that's pretty bad. But even so, it's times like this that I have to ask myself, are Pokemon games really getting worse, or am I just getting too old for them? It's not like bugs are new or anything. I mean, it's true, I'm no longer the target demographic, but in my early youth I got to play a lot of great games, Pokemon games included. Pokemon is as much a part of my childhood as anyone else born from the 90s until now. Kids have really ceased to be kids and become more of a buying demographic for these big companies, so that they can use them to reach their hand into their parents' pockets and rob them blind. Does that mean that they deserve to play worse games with less effort put into them to turn bigger profits? Personally, I don't think so. And I really hope Game Freak straightens up with its quality before the release of its next mainline game. Also, where's my damn battle tower? Pokemon needs a return to form. But, as always, feel free to give me your opinions in the comment section below. Bye bye.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm going to kill you, give me $200. I want the money. I'll raise enough hell till you give in and give it to me.